in a powerful and unexpected moment. Boxing icon Terence Crawford paid a visit to Gervonta Tank Davis before his highly anticipated fight against Jake Paul, offering the young champion a wealth of guidance and tactical insight. The meeting wasn't just two fighters talking, it was a master passing on wisdom to another great in the making. Sources say the two exchanged ideas, shared advanced techniques, and discussed mental approaches to dominating the ring. Crawford openly praised Tank's explosive skill, sharp discipline, and relentless drive, saying he sees a true warrior in him. He even went as far as to mention that if the opportunity ever arose for them to fight, he'd welcome it, not out of rivalry, but out of pure respect for the sport they both love.
Gervonta Davis speaking about you. Is that ever a possible fight?
Yeah, if he want to dare to be great, he can be like all the other fighters that moving up 2 weight classes and daring to be great.
You would fight him,
man. Tell him to come up there.
He got to come to win 54.
He said I got a glass chin, so tell him to come and touch it.
Ooh.
Wow.
Oh man,
They said you got a glass.
He said I got a glass chin. Tell him to come and touch it.
At 147?
147. I'll make 147 for him.
Ooh, see, oh man,
You're gonna have a pre-camp.
Then what the people gonna say? Oh, he's beating up on little guys.
I don't know.
Recent training videos reveal he's taking cues straight from Crawford's elite playbook. Just like Crawford's incredible preparation for Canelo Alvarez, Tank has started mastering the art of switching stances, controlling distance with surgical precision, and blending power with fluid rhythm. This evolution shows a side of him fans have never seen before, moving effortlessly between orthodox and southpaw mid-combination, creating angles that make him nearly impossible to predict. Observers say he's not only learning from Crawford, but also drawing inspiration from Gervonta, another fighter who dominates from both stances. This technical transformation isn't just about improvement, it's a message. Tank is preparing to shock the world by becoming a fighter with no weaknesses, ready to dismantle Jake Paul from every angle imaginable.
Right. This is scary. Gervonta Tank Davis is working on his versatility. We already know he has that ultimate equalizer, that special God-gifted one-punch knockout power. But he also can box. Gervonta Tank Davis, he's very durable, has a chin, never seen him visibly hurt. Gervonta Tank Davis also has great footwork and foot placement. And here you see Gervonta Tank Davis' only shortcoming, pun intended, is his height. He's 5'5" with a 67-inch arm reach. But as you can see here, he's working on his versatility. He's now working on fighting orthodox. He's naturally a southpaw. Now he's working on fighting orthodox. Great switch hitters, no diddy, in the sport of boxing.
Well-known boxing analyst Showbiz. The adult delivered a blunt reality check about the upcoming fight, warning that if Tank versus Jake turns into a friendly sparring session, both men could lose everything. He emphasized that fans expect real fire, not a scripted exhibition. If either fighter goes easy to protect their image, it would be career suicide. Fans would walk away and never look back. Both Tank and Jake built massive global audiences by delivering knockouts, not soft performances. Showbiz said this fight must be raw, fierce, and unforgettable. Because in today's viral boxing world, one dull night can erase years of hype.
Career ending. It could be career ending. Jake Paul can end his whole shit. That's the black. Tank can end Jake Paul's whole shit. And if that fight is meh, and it's just a sparring session that's tit for tat, their shit's over. Because people are going to be pissed that it's exactly what they expected it to be. They can't do that. If they do, their career's ruined. Jake Paul's career's ruined, and Tank. If they make it meh and just touch, both their brands suck. That's the black two sugars. You mess around in that bell ring, and you see little Tank, and you see big Jake, and he's throwing a jab, and little Tank making a miss, and bam, and y'all gonna be like, whoa, say I'm lying. Y'all, you know what? Yes, say I'm lying. Please say I'm lying. But y'all gonna be right there cheering because you ain't never seen nothing that damn bizarre. Even De La Hoya versus Shaq had headgear and Shaq ain't a boxer. That right there, fireworks. Because you're going to be holding your breath, especially Tank fans. I'm going to be like, don't hit Tank. You're going to see Tank little ass legs. He's going to, and big ass Jake, big legs and big ass head. Wham, wham. Watch. Y'all talk all that shit now because y'all love talking shit. Y'all love hating on things until you see it. Like women back in the 90s. I remember my sisters back in the 90s. You ain't that cute. You ain't, but all on your shit. That's what y'all do. Y'all talk shit, but y'all the first ones there.
Veteran fighter Keith Thurman broke down an interesting truth about Tank's critics. The same people who tear him down are the ones keeping him famous. He said that fans who constantly complain about Davis's fights are ironically the ones boosting his name the most. Every negative comment, every overrated label, every tweet mocking him only adds fuel to his fire. Thurman pointed out that the attention, even hate, means Tank stays relevant, trending and dominating conversation in the boxing world. In a strange way, his critics have become his biggest promoters, right? Unknowingly pushing his name higher every time they try to pull him down.
If you're really not happy with Tank, first off, don't watch Tank. Don't do it. You know what I'm saying? You support it, then what you doing? You can't not support and support at the same time, right? So if you're a boxing purist, then this fight with Roach is really more for you. It's going to be more up your alley, you know? If you just like all entertainment, all fights, all hypes, all everything, then you're going to want to tune in to the Tank and Paul's show there, you know, because that's all for entertainment. What does it say? For entertainment purposes only, right? It's just say like somewhere in the small print of the promotion. For entertainment, don't do this at home, kids. You know, so fine.
Disclaimer.
Yeah, disclaimer. For entertainment purposes only, you know. So it's money-making purposes only. You know, it is what it is, people.
Claressa Shields suggested that the only logical fight for Tank would be against Shocker Stevenson. Didn't hold back. His response was cold but confident. No one tells me what to do. Tank made it clear he doesn't fight to meet anyone's expectations. He fights for himself. After his controversial draw with Lamont Roach, he saw how quickly fans turned on him online, labeling him overhyped. That betrayal lit a fire inside him. Now his mindset is locked in. No validation, no approval, no outside noise. He's done being polite. He'll fight whoever, whenever, and on his own terms, because real fighters don't ask for permission.
And says that, you know, pretty much the only people that can beat him is Shakur Stevenson. And I don't know who else he said. She thought that at a point in time that Devin Haney could beat him, but now she doesn't believe that. But so really the only fight that there is for Gervonta Davis is Shakur. What a mighty, mighty convenient argument. And Gervonta Davis responded. And basically his response was, come on, girl, stop talking about me so much because you're making me feel like I'm special. Right? So he pretty much just, you know, kind of blows it off. But I really think that there's something much deeper going on here. And it is that this, and I said it again, I said it in another video, I'll say it in this one, the Bud Buddies. The Bud Buddies are a crew of boxers that all hang around and worship Terence Bud Crawford. And the main two members of it, besides the people that are actually in Terence Crawford's camp, as fighters are Shakur Stevenson and Claressa Shields, without a doubt. Claressa Shields is a huge backer of Terence and a huge backer of Shakur Stevenson. At the end of the day, the only thing she really cares about is what's in the best interest of Shakur Stevenson. And anything and everything she say is angled that way to get Gervonta Davis to do something that Shakur Stevenson wants him to do, which is really do all the hard work and then be there for Shakur Stevenson to become a star at the end of it. I'm telling you, man, I believe that to the bottom of my soul. that is the same plan that Terence Crawford ran on Errol Spence Jr.
Analysts are calling the Tank versus Jake Paul matchup one of the strangest events in modern boxing. It doesn't fit the rules or rhythm of the sport. It's a hybrid between competition and entertainment. Traditionally, exhibition bouts are meant for retired legends like Mayweather, not to fighters still in their primes. Yet here we are, two active, capable, and confident men, risking reputation, pride, and legacy for a spectacle that blurs the line between sport and viral culture. This fight challenges what boxing even means anymore. Is it about proving greatness, or simply putting on the biggest show?
Fights like this with fighters pretty much in their prime. But other than the size mismatch, most people are wondering, why has Tank taken this fight? And those were the first questions targeted to Tank in this presser. Because usually these sorts of bouts are relegated to the latter part of your career. And for most Gervonta Davis supporters, they thought they would get the big fights next, the Shakurs. They didn't think he would be fighting Jake Paul. Although Tank tried to push it off as fans should just be happy watching the sport and hey, haters will be haters, I think that's quite unfair to the people who have been loyal supporters of him and honestly have paid his bills. He tried to compare the level of criticism he gets to the likes of Mayweather, but the difference is with his mentor Floyd, he really did fight a lot of champs in their prime. Has Tank? Well, not really. The most notable fight he's recently had that the people actually wanted was the Ryan Garcia fight, and the only reason he took that fight was because everything was on his terms. And other than the Ryan fight over the last couple years, it's either been people who aren't in his weight division, which he's pulling up, or fighters ranked in the lower half of the top 10 lightweight list. The fights people have truly wanted to see just have never materialized, and simply that's why people criticize him. If the likes of Crawford never fought Spence or Usyk never fought Fury or Joshua, they would have caught the same level of flack. The reason why fighters like them are applauded is because generally they take on whatever challenge is in front of them. Tank instead, his whole career has bobbed and weaved around the most significant challenges that the people actually want to see, unless he has everything his way.
Perhaps the biggest controversy surrounding the fight is the massive size difference. Jake Paul walks around at nearly cruiserweight, while Tank Davis is naturally a lightweight, meaning there's roughly a 60 to 70 pound gap between them. In boxing, that's not just a difference, it's a danger zone. Weight classes exist for a reason, to protect fighters from unfair matchups and severe injuries. Many experts argue that if exhibitions like this become normal, boxing's entire foundation could crumble. Even if it's not a sanctioned pro bout, one wrong punch could change everything. That's why fans and fighters alike are torn. It's thrilling, it's risky, and it's pushing boxing into uncharted territory.